Guten Morgen everyone, and here I am in part 2 of my trip journey here in Berlin, Germany. You know what, I've been thinking about how should I start my part 2 vlog here in Germany, because today this is our history tour here in Berlin. But because we're talking about tour and history, we're not talking into different deep history about what is really going on in history here in Berlin, but for you guys to know about the historical sightseeing here in Germany, there it is. I am making a video and a little bit of vlog about here in Berlin. The expedition of our visit here in Germany is associated with different interesting of what you can see around here, and this is one of this interesting history. And this is all the ammo that you see from the beginning of the war here in Germany during the Nazis. So that wall is a kind of part of their history here in Germany, where the Berlin Wall is the beginning of the German Empire. So katong mga isog din na sa kuan ang Marites, i-appeal mo din na sa Memorial Army sa kuan, ma-appeal gud mo ana diha, dapat i-reserve na inyong mga kaisog din na kay asdang mo frontliner mo sa gira aron kuan ugtas ang tanan, diba? Now I'll be today expecting all of this. So all of these cubes is a part of the memorial part of here in the Jewish memorial here in Germany. But what? As you can see behind me is the memorial park of the victim of Holocaust. Nobody wants to be a victim in a war, but at least they have a significant, they put a significant to remember all the victims in Holocaust, all the victims Jewish in Holocaust. As you can see, all this landmark here, this is not a playground park here in Berlin. This is a memorial park. As you can see, all the cubes in there with different heights and different size, because they make it like more interesting to see, and also the inclusive about the design of arts here in this memorial park. As you can see, when you're going outside on my video from the last one, when you're going inside of that memorial park, you're going to go in deep side of this park, and when you're going out of this memorial park, it seems like you're in like going somewhere or just fading somewhere the memories. And also you can see this side here, they are all in lower part cubes here, and that side in the middle is the highest part cubes here in this memorial park. And that's all for today. I want to know about the difference memorial. Well, I did not mean to say it like I want to know, but it's kind of interesting to see the difference memorial from the Holocaust victims in Germany, and of course in Poland, and also its Jewish community there. So it's not really interesting, but this is a part of the culture about the victims and the memorial in Berlin. But this memorial is part of West Germany. So this is a division between the German division of Germany between the East and West. So in this part, this is the memorial part of the Holocaust victim. So I'm trying to get what I can get of this information about the victims here in this Germany of the Jewish community. It was really not fascinating to know about the history, because I don't want to know about the victim of the history, because it's kind of very sad to know about it. So anyway, I'm just kind of like, maybe this is a part of the history. History is not never heavy, but I have to do it. So now we go to this part, because this is our meeting point of our tour for today. It's kind of hot, so shall we put my hat on? For almost 9 million Jewish population on all over Europe, in this part, this is the memorial part of 6 million Jewish who died in Holocaust. This place is a remembrance and commemoration for all the Holocaust victims. It is in part of the middle of Berlin in Germany Central. And of course of today, Berlin preserved its automotive history vintage car. So this car is all ordinary East Germans car. It might be confusing for everybody, but East versus West Germany automotive design during the Cold War was different. I'm just trying to keep distance a little bit for that group, and therefore third tour for today. This building is part of the beginning of the Great Wall of Germany. So this is our trip for today, is to learn about the division between the East and West of Germany. So this is a kind of interesting story for today, because like I'm kind of like how they got a division between this one country. So I am interested, and shall we find the rest of the story of the beginning of the Great Wall of Germany. This is the wall of Germany.
Driving in 2026, I feel like you know what you're getting into.
They always like to go in these convoys, do they? You know.
Yeah. So you basically get picked up there, and then you
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is the main point of our activity for our trip today, is to see the Berlin Wall.
Some photographs.
Yeah, I will do.
As well as a video.
Yeah.
All right. Representatives and everything, but Berlin technically was run by the four powers. East Germany was Soviet influenced. The Soviets had a very great, there was a lot of talk between Moscow and Berlin, but East Germany was run by Germans. West Germany was run by West Germans. They had a very close relationship, more Travis, very close relationship with Moscow, as did other Soviet satellite states, Soviet sort of puppet states. But they of course they had very close relations with Moscow. And to be honest, East Germany really work for us. In fact, some of the councillors in Moscow were saying, you're going too far, East Germany. They're actually saying to these guys, don't push the people too far, because if you push them too far, you're going to have problems. And that problem was exactly what we just talked about. And the Soviets got pissed because they said, I know, we're going to have to come in and clean up your mess. So in some ways they were more, but they were very much in sync with Soviets, but you had East German representatives, mayors, councillors, party secretaries. Just wait here again, just make sure.
Now for you guys to know, wants to know about the Berlin Wall, I was as what I expected. I thought the Berlin Wall was really high as crazy, but look at this. This is the ruins of Berlin Wall here in East Germany. It is the wall that divided in Germany between the East and West Germany. But in this wall is only this wall left behind during the Second World War of 1971 or 1961. This concrete wall is the significant of the separation between the East and West Germany during 1961. And of course, these countries is used a different currency, but they are just only one country, which is Germany, but it was divided into East and West Germany. But now this is only the concrete wall left behind after the war. That's what you can see after that crossing area there where the cars going up and down is the continuation of the Great Wall of Berlin, and until here in this Brandenburg Gate here in Germany. It was the best and of course best landmark, well-known landmark here in Germany. As in, this Brandenburg Gate here in Germany is massive, as in big, dako kayo. Og I want to show you also nga where Michael Jackson visited here in Germany. Kita mo ang building na naay green nga atop, dinha si Michael Jackson, og kita mo ng bintana na gamay, dinha niya gipakita ang iyang first baby, which is si Paris Jackson. Oh, di ba? Daghay mga celebrity ni bisita diri kay well known ni siya nga place here in Germany. As you can see behind me, can you hear me there? Okay, this is where the area of Hitler's bunker, and no one's, I think just only a few people is interested to know. It should be kept from where it used to be when Hitler is been in that bunker. But for the people that like me, I don't want to see it. So look at this one. It's just completely insignificant to look at behind me because it's nothing to see it in there. But that is the area under the ground is Hitler's bunker from before. And this is the area where Hitler commits suicide. Pull the trigger on his head, and that's it. That is the end of Hitler era here in Germany. Dankeschön everybody, and thank you for watching my vlog video here in Berlin, Germany. And I hope you guys can enjoy about my vlog video. So I hope you guys enjoy my sightseeing tour in different countries. Of course, please subscribe for the next vlog video in different countries of visit, because I was really intrigued to show you the different sightseeing in different countries. This is the big mall here in Berlin. I don't know which part of Berlin it is, but doesn't matter.
But I think you don't have to really hold a special place in people's minds because it is literally the meet between the Soviet Union and the United States on land, in a way. All right, and it was a global. The Cold War was global. It was ideological, but it was really. These were two key superpowers, and this is where they met head on. All right, so that's why there's a little bit more, at this than there are at the other checkpoints. It is a little bit later than I anticipated, folks, and